Yeah. We back. Should I say we just getting started? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk sidebar with Solo Zay right here. I got a little something I want to jump into, something that's been riding the wave for I say a couple of weeks now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna get into the content, like, subscribe, share. Holla at me.
And welcome back, everyone, to Live Down from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Page. Always great to be with you. Friday edition continues to carry on. And tonight we are getting new information on a major raid that happened in Georgia when it comes to immigration. Take a look here from ATF Atlanta putting this out today. ATF Atlanta joined HSI, FBI, DEA, ICE, GSP, and other agencies in a major immigration enforcement operation at the Hyundai Mega Site battery plant in Bryan County, Georgia.
I don't mean to stir you out. Listen, before we listen, my question is, like, who sent these people out? Who tipped them off that these people was at this plant like this? That's the question. Who tipped them folks off? Somebody had to tell something.
Leading to the apprehension of 450 unlawful aliens, emphasizing our commitment to community safety, and then hashtag ATF. So for more on this, let's showcase Fox News' Connor Hansen with a breakdown of this major bust.
Federal agents arrested 475 workers after raiding a sprawling Hyundai EV battery factory under construction in Georgia. Most of them are South Koreans who were subcontractors in the country illegally, according to investigators.
Together, we are sending a clear and unequivocal message that those who exploit our workforce, undermine our economy, and violate federal laws will be held accountable.
Those arrested were handed over to ICE and brought to a detention center. Hyundai says none of them were direct employees. It's the largest raid so far as the Trump administration ramps up immigration enforcement.
This has been a multi-month criminal investigation where we have developed evidence, conducted interviews, gathered documents, and presented that evidence to the court in order to obtain a judicial search warrant.
Like I said, man, who came to them folks? Who said something to them folks that made them want to even go look at anything that them folks got going on? Like, that's my question. Because it's like, I'm sorry, y'all. It's like, it just give me a sense of somebody telling, man. Somebody got to be telling something, because you ain't just finna. You can't even get no warrant without no evidence. You got to get the evidence for somebody. Somebody had to tip them folks off to say, hey, these folks is down here with a whole bunch of illegal immigrants, and they taking away jobs. Hey, man. Just make you think, like I said, man. Somebody tell them.
Recently opened 2,000-acre campus is one of the largest economic projects in Georgia history. South Korean leaders were not happy with the news. Just over a week ago, its president visited the White House and pledged to invest billions of dollars in the U.S., including for battery manufacturing.
In Seoul, we also conveyed our concerns and regret through the U.S. Embassy today, urging special attention to ensure that the legitimate rights and interests of our citizens are not violated.
Governor Brian Kemp says Georgia National Guard troops will support ICE in Georgia, and hundreds will go to Washington, D.C. to help with federal crime-fighting efforts. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
All right, Connor, thanks so much for that update. And now we want to showcase the full news conference from Georgia officials and federal officials talking about this bust.
We have Greg Alvarez, the field office director with the United States Customs and Border Patrol. Brad Snyder, the resident special agent in charge with the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Joseph Waller, the resident in charge with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Brian Viella, with the assistant special agent in charge with the Drug Enforcement Administrations. And then we have Brett Hall, United States Marshal's Office with the Southern District of Georgia. First, I want to extend my sincere appreciation to the agencies that played a critical role in this investigation. This effort was led by Homeland and Security Investigations with Steve Schrank at the helm. Also with the vital assistance from the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Removal Operations, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the Internal Revenue Service, Criminal Investigations, the United States Department of Labor, the Office of the Inspector General, the United States Marshal Service, the Georgia State Patrol, and Assistant United States Attorneys Tanya Groover, Ryan Bondura, Kelsey Scanlon, and Greg Galuli. This outcome is the direct result of their hard work and commitment. Such an undertaking can only be accomplished through combined efforts, resources, and dedication of these agencies working together with a shared goal. The Department of Justice mission is to reduce illegal employment and prevent employers from gaining an unfair advantage by hiring unauthorized workers and exploiting those workers. This is an ongoing investigation, and we are limited as to what we can discuss. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Steve Schrank to give more information on the matter. Thank you, Steve.
Great. Thank you, Meg. Good morning, and thank you all for coming. My name is Stephen Schrank. I'm the Special Agent in charge of Homeland Security Investigations for the states of Georgia and Alabama. Yesterday, Homeland Security Investigations, in coordination with our law enforcement partners, executed a judicial search warrant as part of an ongoing criminal investigation into allegations of unlawful employment practices and serious federal crimes.
Allegedly, these allegations from whom? They ain't gonna tell you that though.
This operation underscores our commitment to protecting jobs for Georgians and Americans, ensuring a level playing field for businesses that comply with the law, safeguarding the integrity of our economy, and protecting workers from exploitation. The investigation resulted in the arrest of 475 individuals and is focused on ensuring accountability for those who violate the law and uphold the rule of law. Complex cases like this require strong collaboration and extensive investigative efforts. We extend our gratitude to ICE Enforcement and Removal Operations, the United States Department of Labor, Office of Inspector General, FBI, DEA, Customs and Border Protection, ATF, IRS, U.S. Marshals, and the Georgia State Patrol for their invaluable support. Each agency contributed specialized experience that was critical to the success of this lengthy operation. Together, we are sending a clear and unequivocal message that those who exploit our workforce, undermine our economy, and violate federal laws will be held accountable. I'd like to add that this was not an immigration operation where agents went into the premises, rounded up folks, and put them on buses. This has been a multi-month criminal investigation where we have developed evidence, conducted interviews, gathered documents, and presented that evidence to the court in order to obtain a judicial search warrant. Yesterday, we executed that search warrant and gathered additional evidence that will support this investigation. There are no criminal charges being announced today, but this is an ongoing matter. While we were on the premises, we did encounter many hundreds of individuals. Of those, as I've previously mentioned, 475 were illegally present in the United States or in violation of their presence in the United States, working unlawfully, who have entered through a variety of different means into the United States, some that illegally crossed the border into the United States, some that came in through visa waiver and were prohibited from working, some that had visas and overstayed their.
Who gave you the jurisdiction to go and check into that stuff? These are the questions that I'm asking. You know, I mean, maybe somebody else could help me out with their opinion on what possibly could be the reason why this is unfolding the way it's unfolding. But yeah, that's a very valid question. Like who, like I said, who's telling? Where you getting this information from? Because you have to get valid information, do an investigation, and then that's when you're able to get warrants and get these other federal agencies involved. So where's the source? Where are they getting this information from?
Their visas, and each individual was questioned on their status. Their documents were checked, their backgrounds were checked, and ultimately through coordination of our experts and attorneys in the background, those that were found to be illegally present were then detained and turned over to ICE enforcement and removal operations custody. But this is all in furtherance of the ongoing investigation where we are looking at employment practices. We made seizures yesterday as part of that to gather additional evidence and conducted interviews and are continuing this ongoing investigation. We will take some limited questions at this time.
Of the 475, how many were Korean nationals? The Korean media are reporting as many as 300.
There was a majority of Korean nationals from the 475. I don't have the exact nationality breakdown for you, but we can likely get that after the fact.
Were these employees of the HLGA Battery? Were they employees of construction contractors that were doing construction work on the site? Who did they work for?
As we had determined through our investigation in advance and certainly experienced yesterday, there was a network of subcontractors and subcontractors for the subcontractors there. So the employees worked for a variety of different companies that were on the site. It was not just the parent company, but also subcontractors, and we're unveiling that whole network.
But some of them were for the parent company, is that right? The Battery, HLGA?
Yeah, we continue to work on the investigation of who exactly worked for what companies.
Where are these 475 people now?
They are in the custody of ICE enforcement and removal operations.
Where?
Most were brought to the Folkston D-Ray facility.
See, that's another good question. Where are these folks at now? Where they at? Y'all like, subscribe, hit the comment section, man. Hit me up, man. I'm here, man. Let's get back into it.
Last night, and they will be moved based on their individual circumstances beyond that.
Yes, ma'am.
WTOC has been investigating and reporting on the presence of undocumented workers on the site for about a year now, and so this has kind of been something that's been known to some extent in the local community. What is it that prompted Homeland Security investigations to look into this?
There you go. Somebody asked a good question. There it is right there.
Yeah, we are aware and we have monitored that reporting as well. We have also received many leads from community members, from prior workers. We have conducted many arrests through the immigration operations throughout the state of Georgia that have identified other employees that, when encountered, informed us that they worked there. We have interviewed folks and we have developed evidence over the course of many months in support of the investigation.
What are some potential consequences that the company could face or something right now?
I don't want to speculate on ultimate. This is an ongoing investigation. No charges have been filed, so that means that no wrongdoing is being accused at this time.
I had a question. Was anyone injured during the process? Did anyone die during the process of this raid?
There were no substantial uses of force. There were no injuries reported, other than one individual was overheating a little bit and was treated on scene, and one agent suffered a minor laceration while conducting it, but no significant injuries.
Okay, and then during the process, you said this was a multi-month process. Can you kind of, I guess, give how many months did it take? I guess is my question.
This has been ongoing throughout this year.
So can we say January?
I don't have the exact start date of the investigation.
Yes,
How does this operation compare to other operations in the state of Georgia and across the nation? Was this one of the largest ones, or can you kind of give us an idea of how big this was?
This, in fact, was the largest single-site enforcement operation in the history of Homeland Security investigations.
Any last question?
Across the country, yes.
Last question?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did y'all just hear what you just said, man? The largest investigation site in United States history. That's crazy. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, like I said, man, is what's really going on right now? I mean, do y'all really realize what's going on with this ICE thing? Because see, now they trying to put it on not just Latinos and Latin and Hispanics and all that stuff. They trying to put that shit on anybody, black people too. Shit, your skin color does not exempt you from not being an American citizen. It's white people that are here in America that are illegally here. Their visa card done ran dead. Y'all seen what happened to 21 Savage? Hello. Walk with me.
Did HLGA battery, did they use E-Verify in their employment practices?
I don't want to answer for them.
One quick one.
Is there any evidence of labor trafficking at this point?
That is something that is always part of our investigations when we're doing employment investigations. As I've indicated, there have been no charges filing, but it is certainly something that we will be looking for.
Okay, thank you, folks. Appreciate it. We can handle any follow-ons after the fact. Okay. Thanks, sir. Ma'am.
Thank you.
It just takes a look at some of the video that came out from this immigration raid. And we were just seeing just some of the shots there from officials. We also want to showcase this statement from the Georgia AFL-CIO union president responding to the Georgia ICE raid, saying, Georgia's labor movement is outraged by ICE's escalating presence at workplaces across the state. This raid is the latest in an ongoing campaign of harassment that has targeted immigrant Georgians as they try to earn an honest living, arresting and detaining workers who are exploited every day and risk their lives every day on the job, creates an atmosphere of fear that terrorizes workers and their families and increases the workload burden on their coworkers. And when multiple workers have died during the construction of this very plant, the only federal action that could possibly be justified is to strengthen enforcement of occupational safety and health protections and other labor rights, a far cry from ICE raids. We stand with every worker who has been targeted by these politically motivated raids. Our movement will do everything we can to support all working families. That's what solidarity looks like. It cannot be broken. Workers in our state will not be pitted against each other there.
So that's another thing. Like they finna are they just gonna start going to different work sites? Because this is a corporate company. You know what I'm saying? These folks got money on us. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, what about the people who work for Clorox and the construction sites that's building up our communities around the city? You know what I'm saying? Like are they gonna just start going in and checking folks verification and you know what I'm saying, to see if they are who they say they are? Do they have the right credentials on them? You know what I'm saying? Like what leads to this to this extent of running up on folks while they just try to make a living and live their life, trying to provide for their family? I mean, true enough, they ain't doing nothing wrong as far as, you know, any illegal actions. You know, they're not breaking the law, like running in stores, stealing, robbing folks, selling drugs. You know, I mean, some of these people may be doing that at home on their own personal time. You never know. But the fact of, you know, just going to somebody's job when they're at work, trying to provide for their family, trying to make a living, and asking them for their credentials is like kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, maybe somebody else can give their insight on things. That's what we're here for, to have these conversations, stay connected with the community, and keep each other intact, man. So, I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Hit the comment section, man.
And that is the union's response, calling it politically motivated. And welcome back, everyone, to Live Down from...
Yeah, so that's like it's crazy, man. You know, this is what we at right now in the United States, man. You know, it's a lot going on with the Trump administration, and not only just them, because I can't put all this on Trump. It's been going on for decades. It's been going on for decades. But yeah, it's very serious. Make sure y'all check on y'all folks. Stay tuned in, man. And do not forget to come and check out the podcast, man. Listen, we doing the best we can right now. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We're working at it. Man, go check out the podcast. Let's talk one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of good stuff over there. Shout out to Mr. Johnson, my other host who with me, and we flying the plane. You know what I'm saying? We done took off from the airstrip, man. We just trying to get across the waters and land safely. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all go check that out again. Let's Talk One-on-One podcast. Y'all check that out, man. It's on another channel. This is Let's Talk Sidebar with Solo Zay, man. I had to come over here and do me a test run to see how it work out. Y'all let me know. Stay tuned in. Lock in. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out till next time.